Welcome to Solo Shop First, and today we're going to be having a look at Han Solo's Landspeeder from, I suppose you can, well, it is obviously from the film Solo. I managed to pick, well, I actually picked this up quite a while ago now. And, you know, the thing obviously with the packaging on these, there's not too much to report here. I mean, certainly if you're a vintage collector, then, you know, this sort of packaging doesn't compare. However, you know, what I would say is the actual images and the graphics on this box are quite nice. You know, you've got the Star Wars logo in the top left-hand corner. You've actually got the Millennium Falcon there. And then obviously the characters, you've got Kira, obviously Lando, Han himself, and Chewie there in the top right-hand corner. Sorry about the markings there. That's where I think the pricing must have been. But by all accounts, this comes with the Landspeeder, and you can probably see there you've actually got a Han Solo from Corellia, and yeah, it's quite a nice looking box. But at the end of the day, you know, this isn't one that I would be keeping. I said everything I really open, and you know, let's have a quick look at the sides. So not too much to report there. Obviously that's just an image, a drawing on the side there of the Landspeeder, and then on that side you've got the Landspeeder being played with by a child. But it's obviously does have this is meant to work with that Force link. So I mean, I don't actually have anything like that at all. So I don't know if anybody has can let me know what sort of sounds or whatever this sort of thing makes. I mean, it does tell you there in a little bit more detail, a little bit more about the Force Link starter kit. But it's the back of the box is quite nice. Obviously, you've got a decent image there. Excuse me, of the Landspeeder. I think that has some sort of crash effect by the looks of it, because it looks like Han's getting thrown out of the cockpit. And then obviously you've got the figure that comes with it. So I'm not going to read all of this information down here. I mean, if anyone wants to have a look at that, then please pause the video and blow it up. But you know, it's quite a nice back of the box as well. I've got to say that. Whoops. Let's go back to the front very, very quickly. And again, I suppose the only thing that you could say, even if you were, you know, liking to sort of keep these sort of boxes, it would have probably been nicer to have an image from the film as opposed to an artist's impression. But crikey, I mean, that's minor gripes. Anyway, let's get this out of the packaging and have a look. Okay, so for anybody interested, I just thought I'd take it straight out of the box and show you how it's packaged in the box itself. I mean, first impressions, it looks quite a nice looking Landspeeder. A little bit of weathering on it, but let's get that out of there and have a proper look. Okay, so here we have the actual Landspeeder out of the packaging. Let's see if we can just scroll in a little bit on that and come down a little bit to give you a better look. And I've got to say, you know, actually first impressions is quite nice. I mean, it doesn't obviously have the sort of wash and the detailing that you would get in a vintage collection vehicle, but then at the end of the day, the price point for this is not designed like that. I mean, I think I picked this up for quite a while back for something like about £20, something like that, maybe even a little bit less. I think when they were first released, they were probably around about £34, but I think they then started showing up in places, certainly like in the UK, at places like TK Maxx, if you could find them in the wilderness, and they were on actually some pretty decent pricing. But you know, you've got some quite nice detailing here, you know, in terms of the sort of the tubes and the piping and everything that you've got down the side. As I said, there isn't really any great detailing of wash on this. There is I don't know if you can see that there is a slight wash there and slight wash there, also battle damage, and exactly the same there. But Just scroll out a little bit, sorry. Whoops, oh, what's going on here? Will my camera work? But quite nice attention to detail, really, I suppose. Let's actually have a look at it from behind. As I said, there's no real great colouring here. The vehicle itself is mainly that sort of darker blue, and then you've just got the greys. And then, obviously, on that side, you do... It is quite nice, obviously, the fact that you've got that canopy missing, because, again, you can see a little bit more, which I suppose is meant to be part of the engine setup. And then you've got exactly the same on the front there as part of the engine. And that actually probably wouldn't take a great deal of being able to sort of weather this up yourself, really. Just using some paint. So you could actually make this sort of far better looking probably than it is, certainly with regards to like this piece at the front. But at the end of the day, you know, this is for what it is, you know, it's quite a nice looking vehicle. There's not really too much attention. I say that, I mean, you've got a little bit of detailing in there. That's not bad. It's just, it's not got any colouring. I mean, the actual plastics and, you know, the detailing on the dashboard's pretty nice. There's just no attention to detail in terms of colouring on it. But you've obviously got the steering wheel that doesn't move, and the two seats that you can see there. And the one thing that I believe it does have, it's meant to have this, has this sort of slight crunch effect. I don't know if you caught that. And what it does is obviously that pops up the driver's seat, and it's meant to fire him over the canopy. But actually, all in all, it's not a bad looking speeder. And certainly, you know, even if you wanted to use this in a background for a diorama, not even necessarily from solo, you know, you could, as I said, you could certainly wash this up, and maybe even you could use it for any characters, I suppose, really. And the other, obviously, thing that came with this is probably here, I'm pulling him out of the packaging, is the solo figure himself. Now, this is obviously 5 POA, so not really a great deal to mention there. However, the one thing that it does have, which is quite nice, is it does have that sort of slight wash on his boots, I suppose. I don't know if I can bring that in and you can see that. I don't think the camera's going to show it. But overall, you know, quite a nice little set, really, I suppose. And certainly if you can pick one of these up relatively cheaply, then I would certainly say it's worth it. Just, you know, who doesn't like their vehicles? And certainly that'll go very, very nicely in a diorama. So all in all, I'm actually, I think that's quite nice. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you do, please hit the like button. If you want to subscribe, there'll be more videos coming shortly. If you've got any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below, and I'll come back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching.